Hi everyone, it's Erica Daniels with Child Counseling Place, and I am going to talk to you, parents and people who are raising kids, about a very easy way to talk about basically keeping your hands to yourself. So I work primarily with kids who have had to deal with abuse. So I talk about this a lot with kids. And generally I don't say we're going to talk about keeping your hands to yourselves. I talk about safe body boundaries and a good safe way to keep distance between people. But now with the school year starting, I am getting some feedback from parents about some teachers saying, hey, your kid's not keeping her or his hands to himself. So I want to share with you this very simple way to do that. Okay, so we have this. This is called a Hoberman sphere. You can go online and get them. They retail for different prices. I think this size, and they're different sizes. I think this one typically is about $40. I went to eBay and I got this for $10. So this is how a lot of times I talk with younger kids about safe body distances and safe body boundaries and keeping their hands to themselves. So how I set it up is I say, we all have this body bubble. I have it, you have it, it's invisible, we can't see it, but we don't want anybody to pop our bubble, and we don't want to pop anybody else's bubble because that's unsafe. And we can kind of have a conversation sometimes about why. And then I say, but I have this ball here, and it will show us that body bubble that we have. So I pull it all the way out, and then I put it on top of me. So I get inside of it, put my arms out, and so that they can see, oh, this is Miss Erica's body bubble. And then I take it off and I put it on them. And that's really fun. They have a lot of fun with that. They really like putting it on. And then it gives them that visual of their body bubble. And because we all have that personal space, and sometimes it's really hard for kids to understand what that is for themselves and also for others. So this is a good way to show them. It also, once they put it on, it's a good distance when they're inside of it between them and somebody else. So they can start learning the distances that are safe and unsafe between them and somebody else. Also, then I can say, hey, what does that do? And they can say, oh, well, that's popping my, if you do that, you're going to pop my bubble. And so we'll talk about that, and we can also then start talking about what happens when somebody does that. What can you do next? The other way that you can use this is to put it all the way down, and you have, this distance. And this is usually between me and somebody else, or you and somebody else, a pretty good distance between you and somebody else on somebody else that you like. That's pretty safe distance. But if you don't really like somebody, you maybe take a step back. If somebody's mean to you, take another step back, and you can go all the way out with this. And you can get smaller Hoberman spheres and represent, if you really like somebody, like your mom or your dad, you can get really close with them. You can give them hugs, and that's okay. And that our bubbles can get bigger or smaller, and we're in control of that. So using the Hoberman sphere is an excellent way to teach kids about body boundaries and safety, and basically keeping their hands to themselves. If you have any questions, you can shoot me an email at Erica, E-R-I-C-A, at childcounselingplace.com. You can also go online to www.childcounselingplace.com and find out more information about the Child Counseling Place, and as well as information for parenting and children's mental health and some other things regarding children.